It is one of the greatest paradoxes of the stock market that what seems too high usually goes higher, and what seems too low usually goes lower. What's up, guys? It's Brandon from Amphibian Trading. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future updates. And now that that's out of the way, let's get right into it. The story of this week is all about semiconductors and Nvidia. Nvidia reporting earnings this week, and it sparked a huge rally in the QQQ and other semiconductors as well, like AMD, SMCI, and Rambus, to name a few. But what I want to talk about is why it is so important not to listen to opinions or get emotional when it comes to trading, and Nvidia is a perfect example of this. Unfortunately, I don't own any Nvidia, but I sure wish I did. So let's get into it. Last Friday, Matt Caruso put out this tweet saying, "It seems everyone today is talking about the ridiculous Nvidia valuation. Maybe it is, but I remember the guys and I on the trading desk thinking it was crazy when the Tesla market cap equaled GM with far less EPS or sales. Tesla went on to 10x or 20x. You don't have to buy a monster stock, but never get short a freight train." In other words, Matt was saying, simply follow the price and the volume action because our opinions don't matter. What matters is what the big funds are doing with their money and what they are buying. Now, if we go through some of the responses to this tweet, you can see people come up with all sorts of excuses to justify what their opinion is. Looking at a few, the first one, true, but we had QE and rates were zero. Another one, but that was in a bull market asset bubble. You're justifying the ridiculous. The same happened in 2000, 2001. So you get the point. People want their opinions to be right when the only opinion that really matters in the market is the market's opinion. So let's look at the price and volume action of Nvidia and see what the market's opinion was going into that earnings report. Okay, first, let's look if Nvidia was in an uptrend or a downtrend. A very simple way to tell is just by looking at price. Is the price starting in this lower left-hand side of the chart and moving to the upper right? If it is, the price is in an uptrend. Next, let's take a look at the moving averages. And since January, Nvidia has had bullishly stacked moving averages right in this area here. And what that means is the lower moving averages are higher than the larger moving averages. So on my chart, that means I have the 8 EMA, which is stacked on top of the 21 EMA, which is on top of the 50-day and my 10-week, and then those are both on top of the 200-day. So far we have price moving from this lower left to the upper right, and we have bullishly stacked moving averages. Next, let's take a look at volume. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here and show you each one of these yellow dots that you see, or these yellow diamonds. They are pocket pivot volume signatures. And what that is simply an up day when the volume is greater than the highest down day volume of the past 10 trading sessions. So you can see, just look how many pocket pivots Nvidia had. It's pretty clear accumulation. Now, another way we can see demand for Nvidia is with the up-down volume ratio. And what that does, it divides the total volume on up days by the total volume on down days. If that ratio is over 1, that's showing demand for a stock. So if you are using my indicator volume with color for TradingView, you can go in and turn on this show additional volume info, and that's going to bring up some additional info boxes here. And one of them here in the upper right is the up to down volume ratio. Now, because we had this earnings day here, which obviously is a massive up day with huge volume, we're going to go ahead and use the bar replay function and just go back to the day before earnings so we can see what that was. And you can see, again, in this upper right corner of the volume indicator, the up-down ratio was 1.62. So Nvidia had everything you're looking for as far as price and volume action. Again, the point here is just to follow price and volume. Your job is to ride the coattails of the big institutions, and how we just reviewed the chart for Nvidia is what you can do for yourself to see if a stock has been under accumulation or distribution. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found any of the information useful, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future updates.